Hi, my name is Tanya and I'm so Holly. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so Tanschi, or welcome if you're new here. I am filming today my March 2024 makes, and there is quite a lot to show you, more than I expected, to be honest. There were just some phases during March where I didn't sew a lot, but in the end it added up and there are quite a lot of garments I can show you. And the first one is the one I am wearing right now, and it is the Mila Jumper by Tammy Handmade. And honestly, I don't remember which size I made, but I think it was the smallest one or the second to smallest one. But as the jumper is quite oversized anyways, I think I used the smallest one. And I used a poppy fabric with poppies on it. I got this one. It is a French terry, by the way, a cotton French terry, and I got this one from Edinburgh Fabrics when I was in Scotland last December. And yeah, I saved it for spring because I just think the tones and the colors are very springy, and they're very much colors that I love, especially the orange, red, and pink in combination with the green. So all my favorite colors. And I currently really like orange, which I didn't do before, but I don't know. At the moment, I'm very much into orange. And I didn't do any alterations and it fits me perfectly. I mean, it is an oversized, I can take it out of my trousers. It is quite an oversized and boxy fit. It has these kinds of almost batwing sleeves, and then there are, no, the cuffs are not part of the pattern. Now I remember. The bottom of the jumper and also the sleeve ends, they are just like turned over and sewn down. So it is a very simple hem, but I decided to self-draft some cuffs so that I just have more of this sweater jumper feeling, which I prefer for my sweater knits, and it came out perfectly. I mean, that's not a hard thing to do, so yeah. But I very much love this. I wore it quite a few times. I got compliments for the nice fabric, and it is just a very lightweight and easy breezy throw-on piece for the spring, basically, because the fabric is quite lightweight. It is not a jumper I would wear in winter. But I will definitely make the Mila jumper again. Like all of the Tammy Handmade patterns, it is super easy, super fast, super, yeah, quick to sew, and just very enjoyable if you need a quick win. So that was the first piece I made, and they're not hanging here in the order that I made them, but I will just go through them. And then one piece I also made in March is this little reversible vest. You will have seen me talk about it in my last Friday sews video, and it is the Hermia vest by a pattern company on Etsy that I can't pronounce, but I will link all the patterns and fabrics if I can down below. And I made size 1 in this vest or gilet pattern, I would call it. And it is, as I said, fully reversible. I basically made the gilet twice out of quilted fabric. The inner quilted fabric I got at the Stitch Festival, and it is by Trend Patterns. This one was pre-quilted. It is a very nice matte black. And then this one is also from Edinburgh Fabrics. It is a Rosenthal cotton poplin, and I quilted this one myself. And then I made up the gilet twice, and I basted the two gilets together around the edges, and then I just bias bound them with just basic black bias binding, and I added the tie at the front. And I will also try to insert pictures for all the things I show you, because I think I have taken pictures of almost all of them. And yeah, you can tie this one in the front, and it is very nice, a very nice piece. I took the side seams in quite a lot because I wanted it to be a closer fit. It is just a bit stiff because I used two quilted fabrics, and if I could choose and do it again, I would probably not do double quilted fabric because it makes for quite a stiff gilet, but nonetheless it looks very nice. And if I grab this often enough, I will probably do another gilet at some time, maybe in a more springy, vibrant fabric. But I just thought that the black and the leopard print would fit my wardrobe best. Then I made the same pattern twice. Sorry if you can hear gurgling, yeah, in the back. It is my washing machine. Yeah, I made the Elza tank by Fibermood from their latest issue twice, as I said, and this one came first. It is a very nice ribbed jersey. Sorry, it is full of fluff because I wore the hoodie. I will show you over it. But this is also a Fibermood fabric as well. I got the magazine and the fabric from my local fabric store, and it is a super high quality cotton ribbed jersey. And I added a little "You're doing great" label, and I stitched this with Maraflex thread, so I didn't use my overlocker on this one at all, and I did the size XS, and honestly I could have gone for S probably. It is very, very snug, and also it had a very weird shape on me, where it was around the bust, it was very tight. Then it came out like a little like a, how do you say it? I mean, it just came out weirdly at the around the waist, and then it made like this, and then it went in again. That looked very weird. So I took this part in so that it is a straight seam. And that's also what I did for this version. And this I only stitched on my overlocker, just because, and also I didn't really hem it, I just did an overlocked hem. And that is why, or that's the reason for this is that, sorry, I'm very tired today. The reason is that this will be a pajama top, and the bottoms are not made up yet, but this will be a pajama top, and I didn't really bother it having the neatest finish in the world. It is a, I think it is called Pontel jersey, so it has these little the tiny little holes in it, and I got it as a, almost as a ribbing piece. It was like a tubular shape of fabric, and at a local charity shop, and then I just cut it open at one side, and then I had quite a narrow fabric, but I could fit this one out of the piece, and I still have some left. So I think this will be a very nice and lightweight pajama top for spring, but also for summer. And this one will be more everyday wear. And honestly, I'm not sure if I have pictures of me wearing these. I won't put in pictures of this one because it is quite see-through. And if I can do it, I will probably make a picture after filming the video of me in this one, if I'm not too tired. And then my next make is also one out of the latest Fibermood issue. It's the basics, or the, what do they call it? I think they call it, it's lying over there. They call it the Essentials edition, and it is really my probably one of my favorites because there are a lot of essentials that I really like. And this one is one of it. It is the Elza vest, I think they call it. And it is, I think it is a very nice layering piece, but it is also nice worn on its own with jeans for a very relaxed style, or with a fancy skirt probably. I wore it over two of my Freya tops, which are very close-fitting figure-hugging tops. And once I wore it with a black one underneath, and once I wore it with a flowery print underneath, and both versions looked very nice. It is a super cool pattern, I think. I made it out of a cozy sweater knit. It is fleecy on the inside. I don't know if you can see that on the black. Then it has a facing around the neck and also facings around the armholes. The armholes are quite low cut. If you would wear this on its own, you would probably need to wear a pretty bralette or like a sports type bra underneath. And it is quite short. But yeah, I think it is a super, also you don't stitch down the facings, and the hem is finished with a blind stitch. In the magazine they recommend you doing it by hand, but I used my blind stitch on my new puff machine, and I was super impressed because that worked very, very well. I'm afraid you won't be able to see it on the black fabric if I show you now, but it's just a blind hem, so you can't see any stitches on the outside of this garment, and I think that looks very, very professional. I put a Love Yourself Revolution label by, who is it from? Rosy Cheeks? Is that the pattern brand? I don't know. But yeah, you probably know these labels. I got it from Hazel Sister. And I probably also need to take a picture of me in this afterwards because I'm pretty sure I don't have one. But I would highly recommend this pattern, and I will maybe also do one in a brighter color because I think for spring that would be a super cool style. So that's that. Then very like monochrome this month, but there is one piece that has a bit of, I mean, I'm wearing a bright jumper, so maybe not monochrome, but what is hanging here is not as bright and colorful as I would normally sew my clothes. But this one is the Pietra Pants by Closet Core, and I made, I don't know if it is view A or view B, but it is the wide-legged version. And I made these up in a linen fabric. This one is also from a local flea market of mine, and it is a very, very nice cotton, no, not cotton, linen fabric. And the Pietra pants are elasticated in the back, as you may or may not know, and they have these super cool pockets here on the front. And I wanted to make these for a long time just because I realized that for me the most comfortable style of trousers are elasticated. My waist fluctuates quite a lot during the day, or I mean it fluctuates, but also if something is too tight around my waist, for example when I have eaten or something, it gets very, very uncomfortable to the point where I feel sick, and yeah, we just don't want to feel bad in our clothes, right? So I realized that elasticated is a very good compromise for me, and as the Pietra pants are only elasticated in the back and nice and flat in the front, I thought these are very, very nice. I made the second to smallest size, and honestly I could have made the smallest size. My waist is teeny tiny, to be honest. And I often have the problem that the elasticated part is then coming to the front and shows in the front, which it shouldn't do. It should be really nice and sitting in the back, I think. But nonetheless, I really like this pair. What I did was take out, I think, 1.5 to 2 centimeters of the rise here, and that is something I do normally nowadays because I realized that there is quite a lot of excess fabric for me normally in trousers patterns. But yeah, I haven't worn these yet because it was just too cold, but I really like them, and I will definitely also put in a picture. And I also plan to make a very nice gingham linen pair from a fabric that I got at the Stitch Festival because I think they will be a great kind of basic in my wardrobe for spring. My next make is a Freya top by Tillian Buttons, and I can't tell you how many Freya tops I have made in my life, but it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. And I made the size 2 for this one, even though I could have gone for a 1, just because the fabric it doesn't have a lot of, what would you call it? Recovery, exactly. It is a mesh fabric that I got from So Sarah Style. She had this, or she posted this on her YouTube, and I commented that I really liked the fabric, and she said she had some left and if I would like to have it, and I said yes, of course. So it was a bit complicated how I got the fabric, but I got it in the end, and I made it up into a Freya, and I think it is very nice. I had to take in the side seams, I had to take in the shoulders a bit, just because, as I said, the fabric doesn't have a lot of recovery, and also the mock neck is a bit more drapey as I would have liked it, but it's fine. I already wore it on Easter Sunday with my gilet on top and a pair of jeans, and I just think the fabric is super cool and super stylish. So yeah, I really love this piece. I think it is quite unusual and also a bit of a statement. And then the last piece for this month is a hoodie, and it is the Marla Hoodie by Bara Studio. I made a size M in this one just because I wanted it to be quite oversized, which it is. And it has very nice slits here at the side. It has a very nice hood, not too big, and also the neckline is quite narrow, if you can say it like that. But it fits quite closely around my neck, which I like because that is more cozy. And I inserted a elastic instead of a simple cord, and I chose this glittery one in zebra print from a local store just because I couldn't find something in the same color, and then I chose something very contrasting, but I think it looks very good. And the fabric is also from Bara Studio. It is a super cozy and fleecy sweater knit fabric, and quite heavy weight as well. And it is really a snuggly piece of clothing. So I'm very happy, and I already said it in my Friday sews. This hoodie pattern is the one. I finally found the hoodie pattern that I love, that fits all my criteria, and that I will make more of definitely when cooler temperatures come back in autumn, winter. And also my sister said she really liked it, and maybe I will make her one as soon as I have found, or she has found, fabric that she likes. So yeah, that was everything that I made in February, and again, as well as the garments I made in, no, did I say February? I meant March. That was everything I made in March, and as well as in February, I really like all of the things I've made. I couldn't really test the Pietra Pants yet because of temperatures, but it should get very, very warm the coming weekend in Austria. So maybe that's the time I can wear them finally. And the rest is also some basics and some special pieces. And I love every single one of it. And I see all of them being in my wardrobe for a full long time, which is always a sewing win, I think. And I definitely have to um, turn my or swap my clothes um, from autumn winter to spring summer this week, because as I said, it should get warmer and I want to get out all my colorful dresses and finally wear them again and put all the chunky sweater knits back in storage. Did you have a favorite? Tell me in the comments down below. And also, as always, I would just like to know what you're sewing at the moment. Are you looking forward to spring? Do you like spring sewing? I love spring sewing. It is always so nice to chat with you in the comments down below. And please also, if you like my content, then subscribe to my channel and also like this video. It really helps me to grow my channel and to have more wonderful sewing friends around me, which brings me so much joy. So please, please, please join our little gang here, and it would make me very happy. I hope you have a lovely week, guys, and lots of time for sewing, and I will see you in the